No massive surprises here, but Donald Trump's sentencing has been postponed again. But he opposes dismissal. You know when they're considering postponing it to? Apparently after his presidency. Until after the end of the defendant's upcoming presidential term. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I actually respect this less than if they had just dismissed the charges altogether. Even though he's been found guilty by a jury of his peers, allegedly. This was the most likely thing to happen. I know. It's just that, like, it is crazy to be reminded over and over and over again how there is, like, the justice system is completely two-tiered. And, like, obviously, again, it's not like a new revelation. It's just, like, the audacity with which they remind us of this over and over and over, you know? Drop the pretense, I guess. Just be obvious with it. But aren't you optimistic he'll face justice in 2028, 2029? But yeah, I'm real, man. All right, that's not too bad. Just a few more years. I've been waiting for a Hollow Knight Silk Song for a while, after all. Just a few more years, and then finally, Orange Man will be behind bars. That's crazy. The DOJ has dropped their investigation. Jack Smith is done. FBI is not doing anything. The Mar-a-Lago documents case, where he had thousands of top secret documents just huddled in his bathroom and stage at Mar-a-Lago, that got dropped because of the Republican judge after the Supreme Court said nothing a president does is illegal, actually. And now this, the one actual conviction. The Georgia State case is on hold, and the one actual conviction that he got, now they're like, well, you can't, we don't want to open up the can of worms that would come with laying down a sentence on a president-elect. Phenomenal. I'm blaming liberals for this too. Oh, Garland, 100%. Yeah. Attorney General Garland, 100%. Absolutely. That worm, that coward. He had 4 years, like 8. There was a coup attempt. He could have been like a vengeful angel from heaven. He gets in as Attorney General. Oh, turns out, actually, insurrection is illegal. As it turns out, we're going after all of you. But nope. Because he's a liberal. He was obsessed with maintaining the image of fair play. Oh, don't worry. He'll be prosecuted in the eyes of his peers. He'll be prosecuted in the minds of the American people. The political consequences for January 6th will exceed anything I should do, and I don't want to get involved. Wouldn't it be partisan of me to do my job? The court of public opinion will make its ruling. And so Garland, of course, did nothing. Legal went over why any effort to make him face consequences now would not work, so this is literally all they can do. Now, at this point, yes, there's nothing they can do. Though they're the ones who decided to postpone the sentencing until after the election. So, you know, again, that like this entire thing has been fraught with delay and like a weak, anemic responses from the liberals. No one pursuing them with any kind of immediacy. It's not like the whole point of prosecuting a former president for the crimes he committed while in office it should be done before the next term, ideally. That's the point. You're kind of too late on it if you wait until he's already president again. Depends on the judge, Pixel Cutter. Garland is the worst AG in U.S. history. I don't know every AG in U.S. history, so I can't really do a comparative analysis, but he's got to be up there, yeah. But the norms? But the civility? If I was Jack Smith, I would be leaving the country right now. I'm not going to lie. If I was Jack Smith, I'd be like, "Yep, no way I'm not getting at minimum fired, at maximum get mode." He said he isn't. Brave man. Did he actually say that? Jack Smith, flee country. Yeah, he's stepping down as special counsel. Does he intend to leave? I mean, Trump said he should be exiled, so there's that. Yeah, he has to flee to Cuba. It's ultimately Biden's fault, though. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, Biden obviously has a ton of pull with the AG on account of having hired him. Yeah, Fauci has to leave as well. They're gonna do a show trial. They're gonna do like a Soviet-style show trial with him. They're gonna torture him and then put him in front of like a bunch of confession papers where he admits responsibility to every outbreak that's happened since the date of his birth or something. It's so f***ed up. The clock ran out, Honig said. We like to say no person is above the law in this country, but the fact is one person largely is, and that's the president because of the immunity ruling and because of DOJ policy. Remember, the DOJ policy that says they don't investigate or prosecute like the sitting president, that is literally just policy. That's not law. It's a document. They could change it. Garland could change it like that. He has total authority to change that. But the civility? But the norms? That would be, rude? That's so over. Libs are terrified of the idea of holding people in power accountable. They literally can't imagine it. It doesn't work with their framework because the liberal, like, meritocratic worldview is one in which everyone who is powerful for a reason. And if they are, held to account in spite of that power, it's like an implicit indictment of the system. They have to be struck down in the court of public opinion, because otherwise it might suggest that it takes active effort to maintain law and order, Like, liberals consider stuff like arresting homeless people for loitering. That's a passive expression. Law and order. That doesn't take active effort. That's just the status quo. But when powerful people break the law, going after them, which requires a lot more effort because they have a bunch of lawyers, that would imply that the norms of the institutions are not enough, that it takes active effort. And that idea terrifies liberals because it suggests that the institutions are not on their own enough, Liberals don't comprehend that law is the product of politics. Yup. 100%. And fascists pretend to not comprehend it, but they know that it is. Liberals think that the law is the law and it just is what it is. And going after someone like Donald Trump would be, a political act. But they think, going after a homeless person for stealing a loaf of bread so they can eat that day, that's just, it is what it is. Biggs hosting, they're not going to. It's not even worth entertaining. Love to see old Donnie wriggle his way out of this one. Did you see Trump nominated Dr. Oz to run the CDC? No. Yeah, that sounds about right. I can't believe that RFK Jr. will be his boss. Time for COVID-20. Wouldn't it be COVID-24? Hey, at least it's Dr. Oz and not Dr. Phil. Damn it, you guys got to the joke a little faster than me. Jesus Christ. So it literally, like, Donald Trump is literally only picking loyalists who have been on TV. Like, he keeps picking Fox News host. Hegseth, Fox News host. The transportation guy, Fox News host. This guy, TV personality. Like, he's literally just picking, like, his crew of sycophants and, I hate to say it, but at least he's an actual doctor. Very low bar that he's probably the most qualified person he's picked so far. Unironically, that might actually be true. This might actually be the most qualified pick yet, purely because he's an actual doctor, That's crazy. Also, Dr. Oz was the less evil of the two people to run for that Senate race in Philadelphia. So he's got that qualification. Did I say Philadelphia? I did say Philadelphia, didn't I? I always do that. I always mix them up in Pennsylvania. Pardon me. Whatever. He's trying to eat the blue light. Don't meow.